Hi, a very happy Deepavali to all of you. As you all like me to speak extempore, today I'm going to tell you something regarding compatibility. I hope you all like that information, astrological information, and it's going to be a short info, but you all can look into it in your charts, and this is my gift to all of you. So basically, when we look for compatibility in between two people, we have to see many things. Like I all other than Gun Milan, we also do Gun Milan. I mean, even when I do the compatibility in other way, but I also see Gun Milan because this method our sages have told us. So I still look into it. But I do Western aspects I see for each planet, but I also do karmic reading, for in between the couple, like what kind of karmas they have to settle together, what destiny they are supposed to settle together. So that also is very, very important. Now, the first thing which I look for two people when I'm doing a compatibility, it means two people who are in love. It doesn't mean between men and women. It can be between women and women. It can be between men and men. But it's between two people who want to be lovers. It's not about business compatibility. So for that we have to see something else. But first, for love relationship, we must see the moon nakshatras. Some nakshatras really work well together, but some nakshatras they have intense destiny. The couple have intense destiny to settle together. So we have to let them know. That doesn't mean that they cannot be together. They can still be together. You cannot deny a fixed destiny. You can delay it, you can block it to a certain time, but you cannot deny it forever. So that you have to settle. So we have to let people know. Now, like some of the nakshatras which I know they go well together is like Chitra and Revati. When one person's moon is in Chitra and another person have it in Revati, they do well together. Swati and Purva Bhadrapada do very well together. I don't know why, but Rahu Nakshatras do very well with Jupiter Nakshatras. I have seen it so many times. And there is kind of like very strong passion between them, because Jupiter is all about expansion, and it makes whatever there is, it's make it bigger. And Rahu is obsession also, so like they are really very much into each other. Vishakha and Ardra does very well. Now, but one thing, whenever Ardra is one person's nakshatra, definitely the couple have to go through some kind of strong destiny, whether before meeting with each other or after meeting with each other. Either they go through some kind of loss or separation, and then they come into each other's life, and then also the trauma is there forever. So that Ardra has that trauma, Ardra nakshatra. So with whichever nakshatra it comes with, definitely there is some kind of pain the couple have to go through. Strong destiny. Jyeshta and Punarvasu do very well together. So I have noticed Punarvasu nakshatra, the person who has moon in Punarvasu, with whichever nakshatra it is with, it always, Punarvasu person is a very calm person. Punarvasu is like they are balanced souls. So they go along, they get along well with most of the nakshatras. It is not the same about Vishakha and Purva Bhadrapada. Vishakha and Purva Bhadrapada have problems, though they both are Jupiter nakshatras also. But Punarvasu nakshatra is one nakshatra which really make a person very, very calm and balanced, so it manages, so that is there. Now, another thing, if someone says, okay, two people have two nakshatras, the moon nakshatras are different, but of the same planet. Like suppose one person has Bharni moon, other person has Purva Falguni moon. So you say, oh, they are very compatible with each other because their moon nakshatras are of the same planet. It is not like that. Bharani doesn't do well with Purva Falguni or with Purvashada. Even Purvashada is among these three nakshatras. Purvashada is the most difficult and most intense. It is carrying, it has lot of anger. It has lot of revenge like feeling. So Purvashada person, when it comes together with Bharani has lot of pain in itself. It is very disciplined, very obedient, very principled person, very high in ethics, very ethical. Purvashada is not. Pur Falguni is least ethical. Ethical in the sense means they are more fun loving. Everybody is different. It is not hard and fast rule that, okay, you're Pur Falguni, so you're not ethical. It is not like that. But Pur Falguni people, they really like to enjoy life. They are the like life of the party. For them, their life matters, their joy matters a lot. Whereas Bharni is someone who cannot enjoy, who is always very who is always bothered about something or the other, who is very disciplined, who is very responsible. So when Bharani come together with Pur Falguni, they are not. This is the scale tips to one side. I mean, the Bharni person won't be satisfied because will always feel this person, Pur Falguni person, is careless, this person is irresponsible, this person doesn't care, only think about his or her own joy. When Pur Falguni person is with Bharni, will think of the same thing, boring, always thinking of work only, always too much on the head only, like that kind of thing. But if Bharni and Purushada also comes together, they will split. There will not be any kind of not Pur Falguni can still be with Purvashada or Bharani, but Bharani and Purushada are totally anti of each other. They both will be in so much of trauma together. So because the karmic pattern is such, Bharani has lot of pain. It is carrying the weight of lifetime, another lifetime in which it has done something wrong. So Bharani wants to settle it, because it is the nakshatra of Yam. It wants to settle that. Bharni person want to settle that karmic death, as karmic death as like karmic settlement. Karmic death become karmic settlement. Okay, I have to do this, I have to pacify the other soul. But when it comes, but Purvashada also have the same kind of intense trauma from past life, but it has the revenge feeling. It wants to take revenge. It has so much of anger. Bharani has that guilt feeling, but Purvashada have that anger feeling where I want to take revenge. So when they both come together, it's total clash. So please do not think that two nakshatras of the same planet will give this identical result or will give very good result. It's not like that. Then when it comes to remedies also, when you have to see where the nakshatras Lord are going in each other's chart, so we have to do the remedy of that planet according to that person's chart, the native's chart. Plus we have to do remedy for that planet in the partner's chart also. Suppose Venus is in 6 for one person in Bharani, and for another person it is in 12. So you have to do the remedies for both the charts. You cannot let go. That way the intensity of that difficult relationship will reduce. But Bharani and Pur Falguni still can manage with each other because they are okay. But Purvashada and Pur Falguni is totally anti. They cannot work out. Purvashada and Bharani, as I said, is like that. So those are very those are very difficult scenarios, where you put these two people together and they end up being enemies and they are very heartbroken, and to bring them out of that trauma, probably it will cost them a whole life. So certain nakshatras are total no. But some of the nakshatras, they are very good with each other, like Dhanishta and Ardra, Revati and Punarvasu. I think I have already told. Some of the I have been studying and researching on it, and I have really found like some nakshatra, Bharni and Uttar Bhadrapada, they do well together. Mrikshira and Punarvasu do well together. Adra does well with Ashwini and Kritika. Punarvasu does very well with Satabisha. Magha and Revati. Uttar Falguni and Shravana. So some of the things I have Ashwini and Ardra. So some of the things I have seen, like, okay, when Rahu Ketu nakshatras moon, like one person's moon is in Rahu nakshatra, another person's moon is in Ketu nakshatra, there also is some intense thing they have to settle together. Other than that, when both the people have their moon in Gandamul nakshatras, so that also is some kind of difficult destiny they have to settle together. I don't really suggest people that they should be take it very lightly when they both the moons are in the nakshatras of same planet, because each nakshatra have different energy flow, even if it belongs to the same planet, but it can give very intense results. So I always suggest, like, marriage is about opposite attract, so please do not get into those nakshatras, like as I gave example of Venus nakshatras. Same goes for Jupiter nakshatras. Vishakha and Purva Bhadrapada are totally different nakshatras. They both have difficult situations with them. There is some difficult karmas related to them. Purva Bhadrapada is of Chitta, and Vishakha also 12 branches, and there is kind of a bipolar situation there with Vishakha, duality, addiction issues. Punarvasu is a very calm nakshatra, as I said. So you cannot say, okay, if you mix Punarvasu with Purva Bhadrapada and Vishakha, also for Punarvasu person will be difficult to manage, but still, because both have Jupiter in different, on similar path but different vehicles, that kind of thing. So same way you can check for all the planets like that. But this is a very lengthy topic. I'm just giving you just some basic info regarding it. I hope you like it. A very happy Deepavali to you, and do well in life. Take care. God bless you.